Hello, this is Dr. Alex Vernon, and this is a little tutorial about file submission, which is something a lot of us have to do in classes, especially online classes. File submission is a necessary evil, so it just has to be done. Either Word files or Excel, pretty common. It takes students a lot of time to create the files and load them to the system. So the fewer files you load, the quicker it is for you. The grading of the computer files for the professor or whoever's grading is extremely time consuming. They all have to be, many times have to be downloaded. They often have to be saved to a folder. A lot of times if a student doesn't name it properly, you have to rename the file. And then after you grade it, often you have to insert comments and reload it for everyone. So it's much more difficult than grading by hand or paper. Uh, so if you can submit one file, maybe no more than two, it's really great. In Excel, you should have workbooks. That's the file that has as few worksheets as possible. Now, we'll look at using a text box, giving it a meaningful name, naming some worksheets, copying worksheets from one file to another, and sorting the worksheets, the tabs, if you will, along the bottom. And that'll be what we do. Now, I've got a couple of books already, a book 3 and a book 2, along with this training file. I'm going to click on book 2. That's just the normal note name that's given when you open. Go to the File tab, go to Save As, and up pops the file name box. I'm going to use an Excel workbook. I'm going to name it Vernon, put underscore, put the first name Alex, underscore, and then give it a name for the assignment. Let's say assignment 1, something we created. A note, you can go down and look at the type. I would recommend using the most recent type of Excel. That's what your professor is using. So Excel workbook and hit save. There's the name. So it tells me who it's from by last name and what it is. And I don't have to rename it as a professor, which is a great help. Now, down at the bottom, we've got worksheets that are in the workbook, the little tabs. Go ahead and just type problem 1 just to put something in it. And I'm going to either double click or right mouse on the sheet name and call it rename it and call it something real clear like problem 1. Here's sheet 3 over here. I'll skip over and I'll put something in it. Let's just call it problem 2. So it's what all the work I do for problem 2. I'm going to name it, the right mouse, hit rename, type in problem 2. Whatever the name happens to be for what you are doing. Now, I can just click on that and drag it over and put it in order. So your exercises or problems need to be in logical order or it'll drive your professor mad. Then, there's a text box. I've got one on my quick bar. But if you go to Insert and go to Shapes, down to the basic shapes, the little A, and it looks like it has a little writing. That's the text box. This is the best way, in my opinion, to type in answers within an Excel spreadsheet. It's much better than just typing into cells and trying to make the type all fit on the page. Once you have it in, you can stretch these, you can move it, you can copy it, cut it, paste it, all kinds of things with text boxes. So in my opinion, they're the way to go for putting verbal answers in spreadsheets. Here's book 3. It's a totally different file. Let's go ahead and put a couple of problems on. Let's go, say problem 5. Say we're skipped ahead. I'll name a little sheet over in this workbook, which is book 3, a different file. Naming it problem 5. And let's click on another one. Let's call it, again, working out of order. Let's call it problem, say problem 4. So I'll give it a name also. Problem 4, name the worksheet. Now, I need to get these over in the other file. Right now I have problems 1 and problems 2 over in this assignment file. Let's go over in book 3 and move it over, copy it, if you will. So click on the tab, right mouse, and go to move or copy. And in the to book, I pick the file that I want to go to, the target file. Then I click in the create a copy and go to put it where I want it to go. And here I am back in the assignment. There's problem 1, problem 2, problem 5. I'm going to go back to book 3 and get problem 4. And right mouse on it, move or copy, create a copy, pick the file that's the target, and decide where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it in front of problem 5. So problem 1, problem 2, problem 4, problem 5. I can put problem 3 in there when and if I work that. So hopefully this will help you pull things together and present a assignment to the professor that won't drive you or him crazy. Thanks.